Hey everyone, it's your girl Twin D. Thanks for stopping by my channel. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. Also to leave your comments so I know what's going on with my people out there, and just to let me know if you resonate with either my tarot readings or just basically what I'm saying, and just let me know what's going on with you guys, and we can have a little chit chat in the comment section, okay? Okay, so this video that I will be doing is called Signs on How to Know You Have Met Your Twin Flames. I have been watching videos since I started on this twin flame journey, and all I've gotten, even when I just started out in the very beginning of my journey, the videos that I found, they were talking about things like, well, pretty stuff. Things that made the connection seem like, oh, it was so beautiful. The bliss is not going to end. You know, it's going to be the happiest time of your life. And nobody is really given ideas or views on what really goes down behind the scenes on a twin flame journey. Some of the information they have out there, well, they are true because I experienced them, but they really don't explain to you what happened to you when you meet your twin flame. And they definitely do not specify from which side they are giving these descriptions from, whether it be the chaser side or from the runner's side. So it was very difficult. 222, I am a twin flame. Whoop whoop. So it was very difficult for me to say, am I a twin flame? Even though I've gotten the information from these people on YouTube and from Google or wherever I was doing research, I still had doubt within myself as to the reason. No, as to why, as to if I'm a twin flame or not. Even though I found those information, they were correct, but I still had doubt because they weren't as clear as I needed them to be. What I needed was for me to hear these descriptions or these signs that they are saying, and then instantly I would say, yes, that's me. I am a twin flame. So I am giving you 15 signs that you've met your twin flame. And these signs are coming from a true twin flame who have experienced these signs. And these signs are coming from the chaser side, because there are two sides, the runner and the chaser. I am the chaser. I am the divine feminine. So automatically, I am the chaser. Usually, it's the person with the divine feminine qualities who are normally the chasers. Because I don't even think that the runner goes through half of the stuff that we're going through. Of course, their lives are changing just like ours. But the transformation that we go through as chasers, I don't think that they go through these things. At least I haven't seen any stories about it. And once I get together with my twin, I'll be sure to make a video with both of us and with him explaining what happened to him as a runner, just so we could make a comparison and so we could enlighten people on both sides, the runner side and the chaser side. So you'll know definitely if you are a twin flame and if you have met the person who is your twin flame. I went online and I saw this guy. His video, this is the very first video that I found on YouTube that described the feelings and signs exactly like I had. I said, definitely this guy is really a twin flame. And he had the feminine energy, so he was the chaser. So he was actually the divine feminine. I am going to, I will post link to his video in my description box, just so you can go and check him out, because he's real, because I went through what he went through. He described what I was going through. The same thing. So I know this guy is a real twin flame. His name is New World All-Star Twin Flame. So you can go and search for him. New World All-Star Twin Flame. And I think his name is Kurt. Okay, so let's get on with it. Okay. I'm going to tell you my story. And I'll give you the points as to how I knew I've met my twin flame based on how I was feeling. And then you can look at these signs and then you can tell if you have went through some of these signs or all of them or these signs plus more, because not everybody's journey is the same and not everybody will experience the same thing. And not everyone will experience the same signs in the same order, because everyone's lives are different. Our lives are different. So nothing will be the same. The signs will be the same, but not in the order that they happen for everyone. Some will have more sign than some. Some will have less sign than some. The same way how some twins will get into union faster than some. Some twins will go through their journey and their dark night of the soul, and they will transform in like 2, 3, 4 months. I'm not saying, I don't know anybody who did, but I'm just giving an example. While some, it will take 5, 6, 7 years. So anyways, for me, number one, when I met my twin flame, but first, before I met him, maybe 2 months, 3 months before I met him, I had dreams of going to this place for work, and I had the uniform on and I was walking around and meeting everybody, and then there was this guy that I met, but he kept walking away from me. He was dressed in the same uniform. I never saw his face. And I've had this dream maybe 2 or 3 times before I went to that same place for work. So number one, when I met my twin flame, I started seeing reflecting numbers. Numbers like 21, 12, or 12, 21, 45, 54. And also the repeating numbers, 111, 222. So I had no idea what these numbers were. I was just puzzled as to why I saw these numbers, because it was like I've never seen these numbers before. Or even if I saw them, I never paid attention. It first started when we were clocking in, and I saw these numbers repeating on my time sheet. Why is it that I'm clocking in the same time every day? And then I was very at that time I was very like obsessed with the guy. I wanted to find out everything about him. So yes, of course, I looked at his time card. Mind you, I don't know what's going on here and I think I'm crazy. But anyways, I looked at his time sheet and his times were coinciding with mine. Like the day before he would clock in like 7:25. The next day I would clock in like 7:25. And then it kept going on like, and I'm wondering what the hell is going on here? This is crazy. Why is this guy that I like and that he likes me? Why are our numbers on our timesheet basically the same thing day after day? And not on anybody else's. What's going on here? I don't know. I don't understand. So that's one. I started seeing reflecting numbers and repeating numbers. Number two, whenever this guy would come close to me, my inside started to burn. It was like my heart was burning, like it was glowing. And each beat, the flame would get higher and higher. And I felt like my heart was on fire, but it was not burning me like it was literally on fire. It was like a glow with warmth. And it was just burning. That was coming from my heart. And then my mind started to go crazy. Like I started to think about him. I started to think about him more. And also my down there, my VJ, sorry. But yeah, started to glow just the same. And I'm like, what the hell is going on here? Why is it, what's going on? And I'm like, come on, what's going on? I don't know what's happening. And then I said, is it because this guy passed by me? I know I like him, but do I like him enough for him to making me feel this way? And at the time, I had a boyfriend. And usually when I'm involved with somebody, I don't even look at somebody else. So this was totally crazy for me. This was a change. This was different for me. I have never felt that way about somebody else before, especially when I'm in a relationship with somebody else. Even though that relationship was on the verge of breaking down, but I still didn't care. I was still in the relationship. Okay, number 3. I could not stop staring at this guy. Same him and me. That's a common thing. That's the only common thing that I know so far, that he as a runner, at the time he wasn't running, but I know he experienced that because we talked about it and I experienced it where we couldn't stop staring at each other. Every time he passed by, he would look, and it's like I would know when he's gonna pass by or when he's gonna look at me. Then both of our eyes meet and then the smiles start. From ear to ear, it's like they pass our ears all the way up. We couldn't stop smiling with each other. I couldn't stop smiling. My friends were asking, are you okay? What's going on? And I would just have to just brush it off and say nothing. Everybody was just asking, are you okay? I just say, yeah, I'm just thinking about something. So that's number 3. I couldn't stop smiling. I couldn't stop looking. And I couldn't stop thinking about this guy. Number 4. I felt like I've known him for all of my life. And I've just met him. Nobody couldn't tell me that I didn't know this guy before. And I just wanted him close to me. I just wanted him to be by me. Now, this is where I thought I was going crazy. What the hell are you doing? You don't know this guy. But yet still, I feel like I know him. And I just want him. Well, I just want him where I am. Oh my God, it's like I'm having that feeling all over again. Every time we would leave from work, I couldn't wait to leave from work so we could walk together. Every little chance we get. That's the feeling I had, like I just wanted to be by him every single second, every hour. Now, during that time, I still couldn't stop thinking about him. And this is where it gets crazy. I couldn't stop thinking about him, number 5. It's like every blink of an eye, that's a picture. That's a picture of him in my mind. Every I don't know how to describe it. But it's like there was a picture pasted in front of me and I couldn't remove it. And he was just running through my mind, running through my mind, running through my mind. It's like at every heartbeat, that's him in my mind. And I was going crazy, but it was like a good crazy. It was like a high. Like he was just this drug in my mind, like just kept me going. Close my eyes and it gets worse. I couldn't stop thinking about the guy. And I wasn't trying to think about him. But I was thinking about him. He was just there. And I couldn't get him off my mind. Number 6, I started doing research to find out what's going on because I was going crazy. And I had no one to talk to about this. I couldn't even say it to him. But I was determined to find out what is going on with me because I have never felt this way before. I am 36 years old this year. This was from last year, 35 years old. And I've never, ever felt this way about anybody else that I've been with in my life or any other guy that I've met before. So I knew there was something strange happening. There was something going on that I had no idea what it was like. I started doing my research. I went on Google and everything. I did not know what to search for because I did not know what I was going through. So I remember that I searched for the feelings that I was having for this guy. That's all I could search for. I don't remember what else I searched for because at the time I didn't know I was supposed to take notes because I didn't know what was going on. I didn't know it was something special. I just thought I would get information that, girl, you're going nuts. I would have just accepted it and move on, whatever. But then I came across a comparison between a soulmate and a twin flame. I'm like, what the hell? What the hell is a twin flame? I know a soulmate. I know what a soulmate is. But what the hell is a twin flame? And then I searched for a twin flame. And then all the information started to come, smacking me in my face. This is where it got harder to get rid of this guy. Because when I found out from the information that I got from Twin Flame that this guy is actually me, one soul split into two, I'm saying, this is nuts. This is crazy. And as I started to do more research, I started to see that all the signs that they're describing about a twin flame, this is what was happening with me. Number 1, he wasn't my typical type. He wasn't the type of guy that I would go for if I was gonna date a guy. Number two, there's an age difference between us. He's younger than I am. Number three, we're from different countries. Maybe brought up the same way, but different countries, different languages. We do have a language in common, but their original language is different from my country's language. But the biggest one is that he is not the person that I would normally go for. And I'm probably sure that maybe I'm not the type of person he would go for either. Because number one, I'm older than he is. And maybe he wouldn't go for somebody older than he is. But then I started to understand. Now, this bliss, this happiness, all this joy, this wanting to be by him, this being with him, making me feel like I was on cloud nine, like I didn't want to let go, like I didn't want to get out of his arms. I just wanted to sleep on his chest. Oh my God, I felt like I was in heaven. All this just lasted for maybe, I think, between 8 to 12 weeks. Well, we weren't together, so I think that's why it maybe lasted. Knowing what I know now, I think maybe that's why it lasted that long, maybe 12 weeks. Because we weren't living in the same place. We just saw each other at work, and the little time that we had was after work. And we lived in different directions. One lived in the east, I lived in the west. So even when we take our bus from work, we parted like this. So we didn't even have enough time together. But the little time that we had, my God, it was like we were dancing on clouds together. That lasted about 12 weeks, as I said. I felt like a child. Oh my God. Then we were texting on our way home. That's how we kept the little joy and the bliss between us, because we didn't have time to spend together. He had someone, I had someone. So we took what we could get at the moment. Now, this is where you can tell if you are true twin flames. Because what I described just now can also go for soulmates, the feelings. This part is the second part of how you can tell you are a twin flame. This is not the pretty part. This is not the happy part. Well, let me tell you anyways. Okay, after the loving stops, well, it doesn't stop, but the bubbly phase, or whatever you want to call it. And then the transformation starts, the real shit. You know, when the real shit starts. Something happened between us, and he blocked me from WhatsApp. Holy hell! Who told him to do that? That was like a dagger through my heart. That was like the worst thing he could have done to me. He blocked me because we had a disagreement, and I guess it involved his girl almost found out that he was talking to me. And this was another thing. If I had known previously before any of this twin flame thing or me just meeting a regular guy. If I know that the guy has a girlfriend or anything like that, I would just say, nobody, nobody, no, thank you very much, not interested, bye-bye. Not interested. I'm not interested. You want to send me to hell? No way, no how. I am not interested. Okay? And I would just say bye-bye, brush them off, and I go about my business. This one, different. I knew he had a girlfriend. But it's like I wasn't seeing that part. Like it didn't matter to me. Like the only thing I could see was him. And that's all I cared about. So, actually, how we got together, maybe there was something in his relationship that wasn't going good or whatever. And when I started working at the workplace, that's when he approached me, because he's not the type of person either to be with somebody when he's already in a relationship. I know that. So, anyways, this twin flame thing. Anyways, let's get back to the bad stuff, okay? So after he blocked me, it's like my heart stopped. This pain went through my heart. It's like, why did you do that? He said, that's the worst thing you could ever do to me. So communication stopped. No communication. That's the first part of the bad stuff. Number 2, I had a breakdown. I literally had a breakdown over someone I was just talking to, texting to, maybe a hug, a kiss here and there, for 12 weeks. No, isn't that crazy? You just met someone, you haven't even been intimate with them other than kissing. And you're going to have a mental breakdown over this person? I'm 35 years old. This guy wasn't my first boyfriend. This is not my first rodeo. And I'm going crazy like that? Girl, you must be crazy. You must be out of your mind. Well, there's more. I was bawling like crazy because this guy blocked me and I couldn't talk to him. I was bawling, and I don't mean like, I'm holding on to my pillow, bawling into my pillow, screaming and bawling. It was like I've lost everything that was meaningful to me in my life. Like I lost everything dear to me in my life. This was ridiculous. Yeah, I have notes. This was ridiculous. I didn't want to eat. Number 3, I couldn't eat. I couldn't understand why. I've been through breakups before. Yeah, I might have cried a little, but by 1 week, 2 weeks, I'm getting over that shit. Not this one. I couldn't eat, and I lost weight. That was the most terrible thing that happened to me out of every other thing. Whether it be twin flamey or not, I lost weight. I loved my weight, okay? I love my weight, my sexy ass shape and my big ass. I love that stuff. And now I don't have it anymore. I lost weight. This is crazy. I've never lost weight over a breakup. I may cry, but I've never lost weight. Never gone to that extent where I lost weight over a guy. And number 4, then the pain started in my heart. I couldn't breathe. My heart was like it was just going to, I don't know. There was this pain within my heart, like, oh my God, my heart was tearing apart. Like someone was literally holding my heart and taking their time to tear it just little by little by little. And when they finished, they put it back together and they started to tear it again. I've never felt physical pain in my heart like I felt like I was dying. Oh my God. And when I finished crying, when I finally got a second of not crying, because I cried morning, I cried noon, I cried afternoon and night. I cried myself to sleep. I woke up crying in the middle of the night. I went to the bathroom crying. I went back to sleep crying. I woke up again the next morning crying. And when I wasn't crying, I was just staring at the ceiling wondering, why God, why? And the pain couldn't go away. At least I stopped bawling and was just like little cries here and there. And the reason, if you're wondering why I had so much time to cry, we didn't work for, my section didn't work the Wednesday. So the Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. 5 days. I had 5 days, and thank God that happened where my section didn't have to work, because I did not know how I would have made it through work. I didn't know, maybe I would have lost my job. So I was just home, and I thank God for the time where I could use to get over this or get through this. And number 5, then I started with a compulsive checking. I usually got my phone and then I would open WhatsApp. Oh my God, I can't see his picture. His picture is not there. So then I would go to the messages that we used to have, and then I would read them over and over and over and over. I mean, literally, I was crazy. I was crazy then. I was literally crazy. Anybody would think they were crazy. Number 6, I couldn't sleep. I could not sleep because my mind wouldn't let me. My mind was still alive. My mind was still running. I wanted to sleep. I wanted my eyes to close and I just fall asleep and my brain not think. But it was still thinking. It was just throwing his pictures at me, Take him. My brain, wicked thing. It did not do me justice. 333. It was just throwing the pictures in my face. I could not sleep. And even when I got a little sleep, all I did was dream of this guy. What do I do? Oh my gosh. The number 7 it's involving number 6. I couldn't stop thinking about him. I was walking like a zombie because it was on my mind. The only time I was not thinking of him was when I was talking. And even sometimes when I was talking, I was thinking of him. And if I dare call somebody else's name, I'm calling his name instead. Isn't that ridiculous? Almost every time I'm calling somebody, I call them his name. It happened. It happened all the time. I have to say I'm sorry and move on. Or I catch myself before I say his full name out. And all this time, my boyfriend was in another room because I was breaking up with him. So I was in another room and he was in the other room. All this time he was down the hall and I could not think about him. There was no love there. So I could not think about him. And I didn't even care. Even when I was bawling, I didn't even care. Maybe he thought I was crying because we were breaking up or whatever. But I think that's what they call the dark night of the soul. It's a terrible experience. Terrible. So that's how you'll know if you've met your twin flame and if you're a twin flame. And trust me, if you haven't gone through any of these signs that I've just mentioned, then you're not a twin flame. I'm sorry. 555. A change is coming. I thank God I need these changes. And I just saw 1111 on my counter. Anyways, if you have not gone through not even one of these signs, my friend, then it's not a twin flame relationship. This dark night of the soul, when you experience these signs, then you'll definitely know that you are a twin flame. So let's go over these signs. These signs, these first 7 signs that I'm going to tell you again, is when you just meet the person. Number 1, I started seeing, reflecting, and repeating numbers. Number 2, my chakras were opening up. That's when I started to feel my heart glowing and my mind expanding. And my VJ. Yeah. Number 3, I couldn't stop staring because I just wanted to know who this guy is and why he made me feel the way that I am feeling. Number 4, I felt so comfortable around him. Like I've known him for ages. I could say I could do anything around him. And I didn't even care. Number 5, I couldn't stop thinking about him and wanting to be by him. Number 6, you started to do your research to find out what's going on with these numbers or the feelings you've been having. Number 7, you start having doubt. The information that you find make you doubt that you're a twin flame. So you'll have a little doubt because it's like you're saying, is this real? This is not. And then, after the bliss ends, well, you're going to go through the dark night of the soul. Number 8, the bliss only lasts for a short period of time. Mine lasted for only 12 weeks. It would have maybe been shorter if we were literally together. I mean, like, spending more time. Anyways, that's number 8. The bliss was only for a short period of time. And this is where the dark night of the soul starts. Number 9, you get blocked. Communication is cut from both of you. And normally he's the one that blocks you or cut the communication first. Number 10, you start going crazy. You start having a breakdown. Number 11, you lose weight. Number 12, you have physical pain. There's physical pain that you can't get rid of. And sometimes that physical pain makes you cry even more. Number 13, the compulsive checking of the pictures, the messages, and the social media. Number 14, you cannot sleep. Or even when you sleep, all you do is dream about him. And lastly, number 15, you try not to think about the person. You do your best to not think about the person. But because you're trying not to think about the person, that's all you do, think about the person. So my friends, you can use these 15 signs and compare your journey and see if you are really on a twin flame journey, because I am. And these are the signs that I experience. And this guy that I told you about, he also experienced most of these signs that I spoke about. I'll pin his video or a link to his video where you can go check and see and compare that most of what I said here, he said also. So I know he's genuine. I know he's a true twin flame. His YouTube name is New World All-Star Twin Flame. So you can go check out his videos. If you have any other signs along with these that I've mentioned here, you can leave them in the comment box. Let me know. Or any questions you want to ask, you can leave the questions in the comment box. I'll be sure to respond. And if I can answer, I'll answer. If I can't, I'll let you know I can't. So again, please like, share, and subscribe. And check my other videos out. There are videos that I have that are giving you step by step my journey as a twin flame and what I did when certain things happened between me and my twin. You can watch those and see if you can learn something from them. Because what I'm trying to do is to help twin flames get into union sooner by documenting my experience. So you could learn from them, apply them to your journey in your own way, and get into union faster. So thanks again everyone for watching. And let me know what you think of my video. And leave your comments. And please again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks again. Bye.